A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a compelling new memoir titled, Frankly, former Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon opens up about her tumultuous time in office, revealing the personal and political challenges she faced during her 8 years of leadership. The book, released slightly earlier than anticipated, offers a deep dive into Sturgeon's experiences, highlighting both the triumphs and the struggles that defined her tenure. Sturgeon reflects on the rancor and division that marked her final months in office, particularly surrounding contentious trans issues that stirred public debate and impacted her mental health. She candidly admits to having regrets about her approach to legislating gender self-identification, questioning whether she should have paused to seek broader consensus on the matter. Despite her reflections, Sturgeon maintains her support for the principle of gender self-identification. One of the most controversial cases she addresses is that of Adam Graham, a double rapist who self-identified as a woman named Isla Bryson and was initially placed in a female prison. Sturgeon describes the situation as one that brought the abstract fears surrounding gender identity into sharp focus for many. She recalls struggling to articulate her stance on the case, ultimately feeling that her indecisiveness made her appear weak and evasive. In an interview with ITV News, Sturgeon expressed a shift in her perspective, stating that she believes a rapist probably forfeits the right to identify as a woman. Sturgeon also takes aim at her critics, particularly author J.K. Rowling, who has publicly opposed her stance on gender issues. She recounts the vitriol she faced following Rowling's social media posts, which she claims intensified the abuse directed at her and made her feel unsafe. Sturgeon describes the irony of receiving such hostility from those claiming to advocate for women's safety. The memoir also delves into Sturgeon's fraught relationship with her predecessor, Alex Salmond, who is mentioned frequently throughout the book. Their estrangement, stemming from allegations of sexual misconduct against Salmond, is a recurring theme. Sturgeon dismisses Salmond's claims of a conspiracy against him, asserting that the allegations did not warrant the kind of collusion he suggested. She expresses her disbelief and disappointment over the fallout from the allegations and the impact they had on the women involved. Sturgeon recalls the optimism she felt as Scotland approached the independence referendum in 2014, a pivotal moment in her political career. However, she also reveals the immense pressure she faced during the campaign, exacerbated by what she describes as unbalanced media coverage. The weight of leading the independence movement often left her feeling overwhelmed, leading to moments of despair and panic. In a particularly revealing passage, Sturgeon recounts the emotional toll of the police raid on her home in April 2023, following the arrest of her husband, Peter Morell. She describes the experience as devastating and surreal, likening it to a scene from a dystopian novel. Sturgeon's own arrest 2 months later, as part of a police inquiry into S&P finances, was a low point in her life, although she was ultimately exonerated. The memoir also captures the challenges Sturgeon faced during the COVID-19 pandemic, a period she describes as almost indescribably difficult. She reflects on the heavy toll it took on her mental and physical health, particularly the haunting thought that earlier lockdown measures could have saved lives. Seeking professional help during this time was a significant step for Sturgeon, who had always been known for her resilience. Throughout her memoir, she addresses the pervasive misogyny and sexism she encountered in her political career, sharing personal anecdotes that highlight the bullying she faced as a young woman in a male-dominated environment. Sturgeon's vulnerability is evident as she opens up about her struggles with self-doubt, the heartbreak of a miscarriage, and the strains on her marriage. She candidly discusses her experience with menopause and the anxiety it caused during her time in office. Additionally, she addresses rumors regarding her sexuality, emphasizing the importance of privacy in personal relationships. As she reflects on her time in politics, Sturgeon acknowledges her regrets, particularly regarding her push for a second independence referendum immediately after Brexit. Despite these regrets, she expresses excitement for the next chapter of her life, jokingly referring to it as her delayed adolescence. Sturgeon hints at the possibility of living outside Scotland for a while and even considers writing a novel. In closing, she remains steadfast in her belief that Scotland will achieve independence within the next 20 years, reaffirming her commitment to the cause that has defined her political life. Sturgeon's memoir is not just a recounting of her political journey. It is an intimate look at the woman behind the public persona, revealing the complexities of leadership and the personal sacrifices that come with it. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.